Hello everyone, and welcome back. This is episode 7, and we've got a lot to do today. Right, so the first thing I want to do in this episode is take another trip to the nether. I say it was a bit tough last time with just my iron gear, so I got fully enchanted diamond armor now, and good sword and bow. And to make my life even easier, I'm brewing up some potions as well. All I really need for the nether is the fire resistance, but I thought while I was at it, I'll get a few more things as well. So I'm going to be doing the Wither fight hopefully soon, and obviously the Ender Dragon, and taking over some ocean monuments. So I've got everything I could need for that, but today I'm just going to take one of these fire resistance and head over to the nether. Okay, so my main goal for this little trip is to get some Wither skeleton skulls, because I really want a beacon now. Now I've got efficiency 5 on my pickaxes, I need to get that haste too so I can get the instant mine going. So while I'm here, I'm just picking up a lot of quartz ore. Now I've got the siltrous pick, and I'll break that down when we get back. So I just wanted to say a couple of things about the nether. Now, I had this crazy plan when I started this world that I wasn't going to go to the nether at all until 1.16. Because in 1.16, as the nether will be changing completely, I thought it'd be great to have a fresh start coming into that. But it's really restrictive not going to the nether. I didn't realise until I actually sat down and listed everything that I wouldn't be able to do just how restrictive it actually is. So obviously the obvious one is the quartz. Without the quartz you can't make comparators and observers, and then that's all your advanced redstone out. The biggest one I think though is the blaze powder. Now you can get the brewing stands from villages now, but you can't actually use them apart from to trade with clerics. You can't use them as a brewing stand without powering them with blaze powder, so you need to come to the nether for that. And then also the blaze powder enables you to make the eyes of ender, which you need for the ender chest, and obviously you also need those to activate the end portal and get to the end. And I also here accidentally shot a pigman in the face, but it was alright, so no worries, cracked on, killed some wither skeletons. So then the other big one is the wither skeleton skulls. So we obviously need those to get our hands on a beacon, which obviously in modern Minecraft you can't not have beacons. So that was one of the main reasons I actually abandoned my idea. I came to my senses and decided to come to the nether. So I've chosen to go with what most sane people are actually going to do if they've started a world recently, and that is to reset the nether when 1.16 eventually comes out. So I'm not going to do much work in the nether, obviously, because I'm going to delete it all eventually and regenerate all the chunks with the new 1.16 nether. So I'm doing a little bit of work in this nether fortress because I wanted to increase the spawning spaces available for all the nether fortress mobs, especially the wither skeletons. So just making it a bit easier for myself, digging out all the blocks that are above and then replacing all the netherrack at the same level as the current floor of the nether fortress, and just replacing all nether brick, and that'll allow a lot more spawns for the wither skeletons. So one of the other reasons I didn't want to come to the nether initially was I didn't want to have too many shortcuts, and obviously that is one of the main reasons for the nether, is that you travel 8 times faster as you do in the overworld. And you know what it's like when you have a few points in your world that even if they're just a couple of 100 blocks apart, you tend to have nether portals springing up everywhere. And I didn't want to do that initially. I wanted to have proper transport routes throughout my world into all the different things that I'm going to build. So I want to have minecart rails, because no one does that anymore. I mean, I've been watching a lot of older Minecraft YouTube series recently, and one of the things I noticed was that there was a lot of minecart tracks going everywhere, and you don't tend to see it anymore. So I definitely want to do that. I want to build a canal as well and be using boats. So it's more of like an old school style of play, and I wanted to concentrate on doing that. But I think that's enough of me waffling on, so let's get back to the episode. Okay, so we're back from the nether, and I am finally crafting up a couple of ender chests because I managed to get something really valuable and I definitely don't want to lose it. So let's have a look at that now. I've got a few stacks of quartz, good amount of blaze rods, and this is what I went for, and success. I managed to get 3 wither skeleton skulls. So I think later I might do something with this configuration, but not right now, because I've got a few other things I want to be doing in this episode first, but we'll save that till the end. And we want to keep them in there, don't we? Nice and safe. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to go through was just this little bit of progress I've made up here, and it's only a little bit. I'm not doing anything too advanced. I was just getting a bit impatient and I wanted to get some mending books, so I'll show you what I've done. So I'll just set up this really quick thing here. So all I do is just put a minecart on there, and then because it goes into here, there's a solid block there, and the villagers are being pushed into this corner, it'll pick one up and take them across and drop them in to this section here. And then what I can do is stand down here and place a workstation there, and then it will give the villager that's in that minecart whatever profession for that workstation. And also you'll notice here that this block is pushed up when I stand on here, and the reason for this is it's to block the pathfinding of the villager that's sat there, so they won't be able to find any other workstations that are around. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the villagers that I've managed to get so far. I've only done 3. I was only going to do the 1 because I really wanted a mending book, because after that trip to the nether my armour had taken a beating and I needed 3 mending books to get everything mending on all of my armour. So this guy selling mending for 16 emeralds. It was 18 and I paid that originally, and then I've unlocked the rest of his trades, and his second book is efficiency 4. So this is my favourite villager. I'm keeping this guy forever. And then just to get a few more emeralds, I brought in these other 2. So I've got a mason and a farmer. So this guy, the main reason I did this one actually was because all these chests I've got around here, a lot of them were full of stone. So I thought I'll bring in a mason and I can sell them to him and get emeralds for stone, which is great. So when you've got a silk touch pick and the amount of digging I'm going to be doing around here, I'm going to have a lot of stone, so easy emeralds. And then this guy, melons and pumpkins, which I've been growing a lot of. I thought that was another good choice. Okay, so now I've got mending on all of my armour and all of my gear. I need a source of XP. So that's the plan for the rest of this episode. I want to get all of my spawners set up. Now, as you can see here, the zombie one is already done, but this isn't the main one I'm going to be using. I just did this quickly because I wanted to test out something, but I'll show you that when I get to the skeleton spawner. So for now, I've just been using this to get everything repaired, and I've got a whole chest full of rotten flesh, so I've been here a little bit, but I can trade this with the cleric villager, so that's probably the next one I'm going to add. Okay, so just round the corner from that zombie spawner, which unfortunately isn't linked to these 2, I have a cave spider spawner and a skeleton spawner, which, as you can see, I can activate at the same time when I stand in the middle here. So I've got a bit of work to do around here. I'm going to get these dug out properly and mark out the area where I can stand, and I'll be right back. Right, things looking very different around here now, much tidier, and I've got both of the spawners dug out. So cave spider one here and the skeleton spawner over here. So I've added the water in here, and I've just left these blocks in here because I wanted to show what I was talking about at the zombie spawner where I was testing something out. So how I would normally do this, with these blocks being one further back, the water would flow into here. So let's just simulate that now. So the skeletons would flow through here and then get stuck there, and it relies on having more skeletons spawn to push them into this. But a trick I discovered a few days ago is, I've already set it up here, is if you have the water flowing down and over a fence post, the mobs will get pushed along because they're half a block up here and then still flowing along, and then they get pushed into the water where the soul sand is. Now the extra little trick is to break this block, so this is flowing water, and then that drags them across completely and up into the water stream. I've got Depth Strider on, so it doesn't work as well on me, but I've tested this out in a creative world and it works extremely well. And I have also tested it on the cave spider spawner as well. So I've already got this one set up, and then when the water flows, it'll go down onto here. I'll have signs at this level here, so the water that's on top of the soul sand doesn't flow back. And that should be both of the spawners set up and good to go. Okay, so these polished diorite blocks on the floor represent the area where I can stand and have the mob spawn in each of the spawners. So this one here is as far as I can go for the skeletons to carry on spawning. So I'm stood here, it's still on. If I go one block further, it turns off. And then the same at this side for the spiders. So it's still on here, and then when I go here, it's off. So where I need my killing area ideally is between these two. So with the cave spiders, I want them to come directly at me, because I don't want to give them the opportunity to climb up somewhere, because spiders are really annoying to do things like that. Whereas the skeleton spawner, I'm going to send them out this way, as you've already seen, and then go up and then crash down here somewhere. So I think I really want to be here. Right, I don't think there's much more I can say about this now, so time to get these built up. And as you can hear, these spawners are now finished. I've just been sat here for a few minutes, and we've already got tons of mobs waiting to be killed. So this is working really well. I've got hoppers under both these sides. I worked on the cave spider one first, because that was a bit more restrictive on how I could lay it out, and then I've just set up the skeleton one exactly the same, just for symmetry's sake. Look at all the XP going on there, this is great. So you'll notice here they've got the iron trapdoors, and this is to stop the cave spiders getting through, because they're only half a block tall, so they would be able to get through here if this wasn't here. And the chests, although they are in use, they're actually the best way of getting close to the cave spiders, because if you had a wall here or iron bars or something like that, like a lot of people do, these cave spiders would be able to get you. But if you had a full block there, you could kill them, but you wouldn't be able to get the XP because you're not close enough. So that little difference there prevents the cave spiders from hitting you, but you can still get the XP. So if we kill them, the XP is coming through to me, no problem. And the skeletons, this is just nice and simple. So they go, I don't know if I can see this. So yeah, they're coming through here, up the water elevator, and then crashing down onto here. So nice and easy. Okay, so design wise in here, what I wanted to do, I wanted it to be like a dungeon, like under the village. So it's going to be along these lines, lot of stone brick, but I want to like dirty it up a bit. It's going to be like a lot of mossy cobble and have it almost like a sewer dungeon type feel. But I think I'm going to work on that between episodes, because I'm really low on time now, and I promised you with a fight, so let's do it with a fight. Okay, I think I'm about ready to do this with a fight. I normally over prepare for things like this, and I think I have, but I haven't done one of these fights for such a long time. I normally do the trapping the withering bedrock method, but I thought, as it's the first one in this world, I should give it a go properly. So I've set my spawn in a bed, and I just wanted to go a bit further, because the wither does tend to eat through stone. I don't want him to be able to get to my bed, and then I'd be respawning really, really far away. So I'm going to dig a little bit further, and I'll be right back. Right, I've dug a lot further away now, and I'm just going to run through the plan, just in case I lose the ability to speak while doing this fight. First off, I'm going to build the wither, I'm going to run away, and then I'm going to take my night vision, fire resistance, and speed potions. I'm then going to save the strength potions, because I believe this only works on the sword. So for the first half of the fight, I'm going to use my bow, and then once he's resistant to arrows, I'll be using either my sword or my axe, because my axe has got a smite 5. So I haven't tested this, I don't know which one would be better, so I'll give them both a go. And I've got my golden apples, just in case, and then for after the fight I can remove all the effects of the buffy milk. So let's get on with it, let's see what happens. Run away. And there's lava straight away. Brilliant. Alright, it's not coming towards me, but it's taking a lot of damage, so that's good. Right, and already. Oh, there's diamonds there. Look at those. This isn't too bad. He says, right, come on. That's what the axe like. The axe is pretty good. Well, there we go. That was way easier than I was expecting. I'm glad I overprepared for that. And I got a few diamonds there as well. Didn't even get withered. But my heart is now beating out of my chest, so I think I need to go calm down. Right, there we go. That's the nether star safely put away in my ender chest. And I still haven't stopped shaking, but I think I'm going to have to end the episode there because I really am out of time and I want to get this episode out. So, thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it as always. So, remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the episode and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.